Hey, what's up guys? This morning I am at Road Yard again, getting an extra piece of square tubing. Figured wrong a little bit, so I needed another piece of 4-inch square tubing for this carport I'm building today. Got some help, got Parker coming to help me. I got to erect 6 posts and weld them on the plates and then frame it up. For those of you who may not know, my name is Austin Ross. I've been a welder for 14 years. Here on this channel I share tips and tricks for rig welders. If those are videos that you're interested in, make sure and subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when I post a new video every Friday. Here's my jib pole or gin pole, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm going to use to hang these rafters. They've got some pre-made rafters that I went ahead and bought for this project because you can't hardly build them for cheaper, you know. Alright, here comes my tubing. Yeah. We're gonna check this, make sure. You know, I don't too much like that. Wonder if it will ride. I don't know, we're gonna give it a whirl. Hey, what's up guys? Just pulled up to the job. I got Parker here helping me today. First thing we're gonna do is cut 6 4-inch posts at 8 foot long. That's gonna be the height at the bottom of our rafters. And then we'll get an 8 and a 12 out of each 20 foot, because they're 20-foot sections of square tubing. So I've got 5 pieces. So we'll cut a 12 and an 8 out of 4 of them, and then 2 8s out of 1 of them. That'll give us 6 8-foot posts and 4 12-footers. I'll use the 12-footers to tie in my members perpendicular to the rafters. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut these posts and then go erect them and go from there. Boy, barely got it, didn't it? So the next thing that we did after we got all of our posts cut to length is pulled some string lines and pulled some measurements to make sure our plates were square. The customer on this project actually wanted to drill his own holes and do his own concrete, but before he'd done that, I actually come out and laid out the holes to make sure everything was, you know, close to square. That's just, you know, how we decided to do it. And so I wanted to make sure before I started erecting any post, I wanted to make sure I had a square foundation, more or less. So that is what we did here. We pulled measurements, made sure everything was square, and then started erecting our post. Okay, we've got 54 and 5/8. For those of you who may not know what we're doing here, we are using a transit and shooting in our elevation of each post. We want all these posts to be the same exact height So up until this job, I've never owned a transit, used one a bunch growing up doing concrete work, but now I own one, and I'm glad I do, because it's a super handy tool. Takes out a lot of your guesswork. A lot of mobile rig welders, even on pipeline, welders that do a lot of fabrication work, will actually carry their own transit to shoot in elevations and stuff. So super handy tool. So from your mark, I should be able to measure up 54 5/8. Since I'm doing it, it is about.
Yeah, that's probably
Little update, we got all our posts stood up and cut to length. We shot them all in and got them all the same elevation, if you will. And now I'm going to go through and put a cap on each one, and then Parker is going to cut these rafters. These rafters come with these 6-inch tubing on the end, 6-inch past the rafter. I guess they're made to go down inside tubing. That's how a lot of people install them. But with this situation, we're just going to cut them off flush with this, and that way we can just set this on top of the post and make a weld on that cap that I put on over there on the 4-inch. So that is the status. All right, it is the next morning, and I'm fixing to hook up this little gym pole we made to hang these rafters. And that's the first thing we're going to do, is hang these rafters this morning. Once we got all the rafters hung, we went through and measured for our C-purlin. I'm actually taking some 2x2 1/8 angle and welding on the rafter to then weld to the 4-inch C-purlin. But that's what we're doing right now, is laying out the spacing for the clips for the C-purlin. Alright, got all our clips welded on the top. Now Parker and I are going to go grab these 25-foot 4-inch purlins and start putting them on top, get everything set in, make sure our building's square, tie it off if we need to, tack all the purlins, and then start welding it out. And then it should be ready for tin. I'll just slide it as far as we can, and then let's see, I wonder if we should put a couple up there, huh? Before we move our ladders, go ahead and put all 4. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm glad you thought of that. It's a good idea. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for being here every week and supporting the channel. Go check out arosswelding.com for lots of free information and resources. We also have AROS Welding merch, stickers, hats, and such. We've also got a line of tools. We've got the circle burners, circle burner extensions now, and a grasshopper, pipe fitter's blue book, and some A-frame prints there in the tools section. And I've actually got some exciting news coming about the inner circle. But one of the things that we wanted the inner circle to be is a way for all of you to connect with each other, more or less. That brings me to my advice in this video, which is don't take any kind of connection that you're getting or friendship that you're building right now for granted. A lot of you that are watching want to get on the pipeline. If you don't know anybody on the pipeline, it takes years of relationships and getting to know people and building a reputation to be able to get a pipeline job. So start with where you are right now, no matter what job, no matter who it is. Start with who you know and invest in those relationships that you're building right now and those people and those connections that you are making right now, even if it has nothing to do with a pipeline job at all. It may not pay off tomorrow, may not pay off in 2 years, but sooner or later it could very possibly pay off. Be social, get to know people. That's my advice. Thank y'all for watching, and remember, learn something every day.